especially with Capella on the floor. A tremendous offensive rebound, and DeAndre Ayton might be occupied by just trying to keep him off the glass.
Able to get it into the hands of Book behind the screen with a knockdown three. He had a season-low 17 assists. His Book with the tough contested three. Offensive rebound again for Phoenix, this time Bridges. Back over to Crowder behind the stripe. Down it goes.
Not often, but again, if they're going to hide Trae Young over there on him, that's the guy that you want to get in foul trouble.
Bridges finds an opening, runs it up, tipping it out to DA, gets to the rim, gets the contact and the finish. The Suns with their biggest lead at 14-7. Here's a lob up top to Collins, who's just behind Capella on the dunk meter. Here's Paul being checked by Bogdanovich. Kicks it into the near corner for Crowder, sets up the three, down it goes.
You're only as good as your last game. He's a star right now.
Rebound in traffic there for Bogdanovich. And able to get the easy win.
Trying to find his way, but he is a heck of a player.
DA takes the pretty bounce pass feed from Crowder to get the easy two. Here he's Young, yo-yoing his way back and forth. Gets Ayton on him. Hard drive, gets the float game in order.
Yeah, and that's unfair.
Suns by 5 as we hit the 5-minute mark here in the opening quarter. First of back-to-back, Capella up top. Cooled off here after the hot start. They've missed 6 straight. Pass in traffic, but Shart's there to knock it away. Up ahead to Booker. Barrels to the basket, gets inside, left-hand lay-in, and gets the foul on Danilo Gallinari. Rookie playing 1 season at USC. Here's Herter with a deep three, and down it goes. Ties it at 27. Defended there by Cam Johnson. Final 39 seconds of the opening quarter. Suns in front by 1. Craig powers it baseline and takes it right to the rim.
Man, that was just too easy right there. He's around Gallinari. And both of these teams, I think, is going to get their advantage in that. Very athletic players. And if you don't block out either team, you can get the advantage right away.
Dario crossing up the rookie, gets inside, float game in effect. He was red hot during that 8-game win streak, although he wasn't the only one. They had a number of players who were feeling it. And this guy, shooting funk. Ball on the floor along with Cam Johnson, Torrey Craig, Sir Langston. Flip pass straight away to Dario. Deposits his second three-point hit. Young and the Hawks trying to push the pace a little bit here. Young feeding it up top. Collins there for the finish. Points off the bench.
Again, showing his ability to score. I think a lot of people thought it was all about defense. A little tennis, anyone?
Number 3 in blocks. Boy, tough catch there for Book. Rifles a pass quickly out to Bridges, who's ready to fire away.
Bridges flowing, knocking down the mid-range.
Young touch pass finds Collins, gets the contact on DA and able to get the finish, and John Collins will head to the line to Book with the ball fake, finds Crowder for the corner 3. Got it.
The gym, and you just really focus on getting your rhythm back, and obviously that's what he did.
Capella inside, hammers it down. Really the story of Jay Crowder all the way back to his high school days and how he was awarded the scholarship there to Marquette. Suns rally the valley here. Coming in 31-14. Got to take care of the Atlanta Hawks. Book with a runner. Cameron Payne in traffic snatches away the rebound.
Collins jumped too early. Cameron Payne was like, okay.
Like, how'd that little guy get that? Beautiful cut off the baseline from Booker. Got the great feed from Crowder for the easy 2.
Defend Devin Booker, right, to make things difficult.
Collins this time leans in. 10-point Suns lead here. Paul on the drive has yet to get a shot and score, but 5 on a shot clock. Bogdanovich on the drive, stolen away by Paul. Suns with numbers. On the break, up ahead to Bridges with a little one-hand slam. That lead back to 10. Suns led by as many as 16 in that first half. Step back, high arching three, and splash down. It's a career high from Mikal Bridges. Chris Paul with a pull-up, no. It was Bogdanovich who was able to do a little cherry picking, like playing out at the Y.
To get back in the game by doing just that. And Suns can't worry about it. As long as they got a hand up, they're paying attention to detail. I think the way that they're getting their shots right now, like that one, on an and one attempt. And that's no more in the league.
Which is a little mind-boggling when you consider the turnover of the night.
Nate McMillan said, you know what, I'm not taking you out. And that's why. That might make him concentrate now because now he's not going to be overly aggressive. The only thing I would like is if, when he is cold like that, he's good enough to get in closer and to get to the free throw line. And that's the only part I think.
Hill behind the stripe, puts it on the deck, swings it back outside to Snell, fires across to Bogdanovich. Good ball movement that time by the Hawks. Sets up Bogdanovich for the three-point hit. Bogdanovich, part of the interesting offseason story. Originally thought he was going to be heading to Milwaukee and eventually finds himself in Atlanta. His book continues his hot third quarter, 11. Here's Herter with a little leaner in the lane. DA clears the rebound, but Herter sneaks in for the steal. Out to Bogdanovich for three.
How often do we see that? Now they're playing them as if, they're one of the top teams in the league, which they are.
Bogdanovich with a tough drive, strong left-hand move.
Why the NBA is a great game because it's 48 minutes, and no matter what you're doing in the first two quarters, it doesn't matter. Because with that 24-second shot clock, you can get back into any game.
Tough step back there from Campaign. Here's Gallinari. Saric gets a shot clock at 4. Swings it out to Dario. Fires the three. Down it goes.
He's been huge.
Dario's got the post position on Herter. Backs him down. Draws the double. Doesn't matter. Splits the defenders. Here is Young, a double-double, 12 points, 10 assists, but 4 of 13 from the field. Bogdanovich was able to shake loose, kicks it across to Trae Young, knocks down his first three of the night.
All he needs is one, and he has.
Young steps into the passing lane, able to generate the steal.
I thought he had Bogdanovich wide open, didn't give it to him.
Yeah, I think he tried to get a little greedy, but
I guess greed helps.
They'll take it. We close in on 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. Suns in the front end of a back-to-back, drops it off to Capella.
He was setting it up all the way, and I'm shocked that Ayton fell for it.
Here is Paul in the dribble penetration, knocked down the little mid-range. No Lou Williams tonight, not with the team. He's been short-handed, but they have made the most of it, and easy plays like that as Trae Young collecting his 13th assist, and Clint Capella. Hawks have never led in this one. Down to DA, working on Capella. Little right-hand jump hook, cash it in. Big bucket there for the big second-round pick by Cleveland. And no matter where he goes, finds himself as Bridges spins to the rack, and Bridges with the delivery. Well, you could see all the attention paid to Devin Booker and Chris Paul as Young is double-teamed. Suns forcing him to scramble here a little bit. Bogdanovich with a tough contested three over Booker.
How many times have we seen that from him when he was a member of the Sacramento team?
Yeah. He missed 25 games with a knee injury back in January. Book on the drive, gets it high off the window. Not there, but DA with a follow, tip in, yes. Booker gets a switch with Young coming out on him. Now they bring the double. Paul to the lane, finds Crowder. Behind the stripe, hit the three. He'll look for 4. And Chris Paul will just dribble this one out. Hard-fought win here at home.
Yeah,
but they didn't need Rondo, and Atlanta didn't need Gallinari.
I agree.
Right. I agree on both of that.
They just had money and was like, we got to spend it.
Yeah, it was man, instead of going and get some older vets, giving them a last run or two, you know what I mean? And like, man, I ain't nothing but 10, 15 minutes a game. You stealing.
Yeah, but like you said, we talked about Rondo. I mean, I thought the Clippers should have signed him in the offseason. So I'm excited now that he's landed there, because that is what we've been saying all along. The Clippers need a leader, they need a point guard, and they got both in Rajon Rondo. So hopefully he comes back healthy. Yeah. And that playoff Rondo, that's a different player than regular season Rondo. It's a different level of intensity and focus, and that's where the Clippers lost it last year. So we'll see if he can be the difference this year. We got some big games.
A quick question though,
yeah,
about the Lou Will part of it. Like Lou Will is gone. Yeah. Lou Will spent a long time. I mean, in LA between the Lakers and the Clippers.
He was pissed. Did you see that too?
I mean, I imagine so. He put on Instagram
retired.
Yeah, no, he put on Instagram that his last stop was playing for the Clippers. He said that about a month ago. And I remember I have a show called The New Show in LA where we talk the Clippers every week. And I brought that up to one of the fellow reporters, Cam Buford. And he was like, man, nobody wants to hear that. Like, he going to play wherever they tell him to go. And when he got traded, I literally was like, man, is Luke going to retire? Because that team is not a team that's really...
Like, he did say my last stop is Louisville, though. ATL is Louisville.
Okay.
ATL Louisville. He said my last stop. I did respect the fact that the Clippers tried to send Lou somewhere where I think he can be comfortable at. ATL is his home. Obviously,
but they can use him, bro.
Exactly, that too. They can
use him. Yeah, they need that hybrid guard.
Another ball handler.
So when Trae Young is out, you can put the ball in Lou Will's hands. And Lou Will can get you the same type of bucket, passes, things like that. So that made it.